kick right in front of the goal, and it's in.
Back in, cuts to his corner, take the shot, he scores!
Welcome, volleyball fans. We're here at Peters Township High School Gymnasium, where tonight your Indians take on the Upper St. Clair Panthers. Tonight we have the pleasure of welcoming senior right side hitter Sarah Campbell. Welcome, Sarah.
Hi.
Sarah, we have a few questions for you. I'm sure the audience at home wants to know the answers. First question, what's the strategy to win tonight's match against the Panthers?
I think tonight we should really focus in on our serves to make sure they're deep and the spots are really good. And I think something else that would really help us would be work on shots instead of like full-on swinging.
Awesome. And now for this season, what are the goals as a team?
To make it to playoffs.
Awesome. That sounds good. And then one final question for you.
Okay.
I'm sure the folks at home want to know, what's it feel like as a right side hitter to get that perfect set and then pound the ball to the floor?
It's great. There's nothing like it.
Awesome. Well, good luck with tonight's match.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Tonight, you'll see some of the best volleyball on a Thursday night in Washington County. This match is being filmed on Channel 7 here in Peters. Check out ptct7.com for all the broadcast times. Also, check out our new YouTube channel. First, let's welcome Upper St. Clair. Number 23, Anna Shea. Number 22, Nancy Meyer. Number 28, Sydney Angel. Number 31, Abigail John. Callie Zollers, number 14, Victor Kuczynski, number 17, Samantha Weber, number 11, Ellie Ketrick, number 20, Jameson Stout, number 1, Alyssa Secchi, number 3, Elena Rinaldi, number 6, Giovanna Pimenta, number 5, Emily O'Malley, number 18, Kelsey O'Leary, number 25, Georgia Madsen, number 10, Elizabeth Petz, number 12, Mallory Clancy, number 21, Maren Foster, number 4, Brandon Foster, number 8, Madison Culp, head coach for the Panthers, Victor Moran, assistant coaches Danny Butler and Drew Ferguson. And now, your Peters Township Indians, number 16, Abby Wilbon, number 20, Annabelle Powell, number 18, Bella Taylor, number 7, Madison Trusso, number 19, Alex Oceani, number 4, Izzy
And we're back, volleyball fans, at the start of tonight's match between your Indians and the Upper St. Clair Panthers. This is Jeff Lindinger. Tonight, I welcome Steve Campbell. Welcome, Steve.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here as always. Looking forward to seeing an awesome game tonight.
Now, earlier this season, the Indians beat the Panthers on their home court. Let's see if they can do the same thing this evening. Crookshank serving, first serve of the match. Outside set, rolled cross court, picked up by Blonde. And dinked over, but saved by the Indians. And that's 4 contacts called on the Indians. First point to the Panthers at the start of this match.
Yeah, the Panthers have been struggling a little bit this year. They had their first win last week against Moon, and they seem to be improving as they move forward. We'll see how the Indians do here.
Jump float to Stone, and that's an illegal, actually no, a net violation called on Ploskina.
The net violation occurred before the middle blocker reached over to block that set. Typically, the blocker's not allowed to block a set.
Blonde with the pass, Ploskina back to Blonde. Blonde goes down the middle. There's a big hit right off the block and out of bounds. That's the 3rd point for the Panthers. The Indians, Steve, had a great set of matches the past couple weeks. They beat number 4 ranked Bethel Park, then turned around and beat number 3 ranked Oakland Catholic right in a row almost.
Yeah, they're really coming in. They're meeting their stride toward the end of the season here. But notoriously, the Indians have been slow to start, so it's not uncommon to see a 4-0 head start for the other team. It takes them a little while to warm up, but when they do, they come together well as a team and play good volleyball.
Well, we heard from Sarah Campbell right before the match began, talking about what the goals are for this season as a team, and the goal, she said right away, was to make the playoffs. Indians still have a chance. I was talking to head coach Ashley Green before the match, and she said they still have a chance. They need to win outright the rest of the season, every single match, and they need Can and Mac to lose.
Well, the timing is right. The Indians have really started off as a slow with the season, but they picked up, like you said, they beat Bethel Park, they beat Oakland Catholic, 2 very, very solid, reputable teams. Came together, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them peaking where they actually do win the rest of their games.
Ploskina with a nice jump float down the middle, picked up nicely by Upper St. Clair, and that's dinked right in by the Panthers.
That was really close.
Panthers are up 6-1 early in this first set. We used to call them games, we now call them sets. This match is best of 5 sets. The first 4 are to 25, win by 2. The 5th and final set, if we need it, is to 15, win by 2. Indians looking a little sluggish, as you were saying.
Yeah, the biggest struggle right now is they need to get their passing down. They're passing the ball kind of all over the court. A lot of balls being pushed tight to the net, which makes it hard for the setter to set the ball to either the outside or the middle. They need to slow that down, settle it down to win the match.
Yeah, I use a term. It doesn't seem they're crisp yet with their plays, their passing, their hitting. They just seem to be a little bit off.
Yeah, it almost seems like it's the beginning of the game nerves that you get before you really get settled into the game, and they just need to settle down and play their own game, and they'll pick it up.
Right, you rarely see Celine Blonde do that, hitting out of the back row and hitting in the middle of the net on that attempt. We'll see if the Indians can pull it together quickly here. Right down the middle. Ploskina, that's a 31 big kill by Valentic.
That was an amazing set. I mean, off of her back foot, falling backward to set a 31 like that. Ploskina really did a good job getting that ball to Valentic so she could put it away.
Desone with the serve down the middle, picked up nicely by the Panthers. There's a back set coming. Over the block and in for the kill.
that's really just one of the weak spots of a perimeter defense. If they were running a rotational, your middle back would have been over there and probably would have been able to pick that up. But, you know, it's one of those things you got to pick a defense that you think is going to work.
Plaskina picked up by the Panthers. Plaskina again outside to Blonde. Blonde goes down the line, picked up again by the Panthers. It's a back set that's rolled. Tassone has it. Plaskina. Valentic misses the ball.
Just a little bit. It's amazing that those quick sets like that, the difference between a crushing hit and just a tip or even a miss is really just mere inches.
Tassone. Right to Plaskina. To Willard, who sails that out of bounds. Again, Indians making multiple unforced errors in this first set. They're down by 9. The score's 11-2.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I mean, the majority of the shots, they're hitting the ball behind their heads, so there's a lot more arch on the ball, and they're not hitting the ball crisply.
And the Panthers save it out of the net. Plaskina, Valentic, and down onto the Panthers' side. Indians get the point. Few subs coming in. Yates steps into the back row to serve. Keene into the front row to hit.
Yates needs to serve a good 6-7 pass or 6-7 serves. Maybe a couple of aces would be beneficial here.
Back set, lefty. Tassone. Plaskina, that goes over. Tassone picks it up again. Plaskina out to Blonde. Blonde around the block, picked up by the Panthers. Big back row hit attempt by the Panthers. That sails out of bounds.
That's one. I mean, right now the Indians have really kind of dug themselves into a hole, being down as far as they are with the unforced errors. But the only way to get out of it is just, you know, one serve at a time. Blocking for points right now is what they need to do.
It's Yates. Trouble on the Panthers side. And that ball goes into the net. That's really the first unforced error I've seen on the Panthers side. Perfect pass, outside set, over the block. Tassone has it. Plaskina sends it over on 2. Middle set, and that sailed out of bounds. Another unforced error.
That was a really good play by Plaskina because she was totally out of position when that ball came up, and she really didn't have a play in any real direction. She just threw the ball in the direction she was moving, and it was enough to make the Panthers make a mistake.
Right to Willard. Plaskina. Keene sends it over, gets the kill. That was the lucky one there.
That was a paintbrush kill.
And there's a timeout called by the Panthers here in set number 1. Indians are down 11-7. We'll be right back. You ready, girls? And we're back from the first timeout called by Upper St. Clair, set number 1. Picked up by Yates to Plaskina. Tassone hitting out of the middle, out of the back row. And that's around the block and out of bounds. Another point for the Indians. Looks like the Indians have done a little course correction here in set number 1. Let's see if they can maintain it.
Yeah, as I had said, it's not uncommon for the Indians to start off a little bit slow, just to kind of get their bearings, get the jitters out, the first game jitters, and then they pick it up.
Tassone has it to Plaskina. Tassone sends it over on 3. Panthers having little trouble. And that's out of bounds again. Another unforced error. Indians are down by only 2 after being down by 9. Yates serving down the middle, picked up by the Panthers. Outside set into the block. Blonde sends it over on 1. That's a double contact. And that hit was out of bounds anyway. Another point for the Indians. They're down by only 1 now.
And they're clawing their way back just as they usually do in the first set of the match. Yates is serving really well and keeping the Panthers off balance.
And that never clears the net. That's would have been 4 contacts. Another point for the Indians. Now it's all tied up, Steve, 11 apiece.
That's the way it works. Now just keep plugging along, just keep serving, block for the points, settle down, pass the balls, take advantage when you can.
Yates again. This time she goes deep. Looks like she had a lot of momentum there, a lot of adrenaline behind that serve.
She did. She realized that they were all tied up. She was trying to make something happen, just start kind of pushing St. Clair, and in that case, she was just a couple of inches out.
Indians down by 1, set number 1. Jump float down the middle. Tassone has it. Pluskina tracks it down. Back to Tassone. Tassone goes cross court with it. Picked up by Pluskina. Tassone. Willott, who sends it short and gets the kill. Nice play by Willott.
Yeah, that was some smart volleyball. She put it off the hands, and then the blocker in that particular case from Upper St. Clair turned around, reached back, tried to pull that ball up, and she just pushed it out of bounds.
Herpy steps in to serve and set. Jakovic into the front row to hit. Herpy, nice float serve right down the line. Free ball coming over. Herpy has it to Yates, and Blonde sends it over on 3. That's off the top of the block. Picked up by Herpy to Yates to Blonde. Picked up by the Panthers. Double contact again. That ball's rotating sideways. That's sort of the giveaway of a double contact, that the setter hasn't caught the ball evenly.
Yeah, you need to have a clean contact on the set, and you can really just tell based on the rotation.
Big kill by Jakovic on that overpass. The Indians now lead by 2 in set number 1.
Jakovic's become quite the player as a sophomore. She typically, sophomores don't have a lot of experience, but she really brings a lot of experience to the team. And she's really come on this year watching her play moving through the season.
Yates has it. It's an overpass. Yates has it again. This time, Herpy has it. Outside set to Blonde. Blonde off the block and off the antenna. That's a kill. Blonde terminates it with that kill.
I have to call her the Terminator. Every time she gets the ball, she makes something happen.
Herpy again down the line. Trouble on the Panthers side. Back row attack coming. Tassone has the ball looked out. Tassone played. That's a double contact. The first referee, Anthony Parenti, calling both sides very tight but fairly. Looking for that spin.
Well, that's the key. I mean, the only thing you really want is you want consistency from your referees so that they're calling everything similar, and they're doing a very good job.
Indians up by 2, set number 1. More than halfway through set number 1. Scores 15-13. Right down the middle. Yates has it. Perfect pass to Herpy. Back set to Blonde. Blonde off the block. And down for the kill.
That's a good hit, and now she'll go back and serve. Celine's actually one of the stronger servers on the team. She's got a fantastic jump float serve.
Blonde sends it deep. Back set. Around the block and down for the kill. Again, that court sense on the Indian side, that's the second time it hit that area of the court without the Indians touching it.
Yeah, there needs to be some minor adjustments just to be able to get over and cover that spot because they're consistently hitting that ball there.
That's to Yates. Nice pass to Herpy. To Keene. Puts it into the net.
See, and that's one of the keys when you see younger players trying to finesse the ball. A lot of times they end up hitting it into the net. Sometimes they're almost better off just smacking the ball as hard as they can.
And that's an ace for Upper St. Clair off the tape and down. Scores tied 16 apiece, set number 1. Blonde has it. And another ace for the Panthers. Let's see if Coach Ashley Green calls a timeout here. Tries to stop some of that momentum. She may wait for the next point if the Panthers are able to get it.
Yeah, the Panthers, the server is really serving well, and the Indians need to just settle down past the ball.
And another ace, and here comes the timeout from Ashley Green. Indians down by 2. First timeout for head coach Ashley Green in this set. And we're back from the first timeout called by the Indians. Set number 1. Indians are down by 2. Blonde picks it up. Herpy. Tassone gets the kill.
That's just what they needed. They needed to settle down, slow down the momentum that Upper St. Clair had, put together a good pass, and feed the ball to one of the outside hitters to put the ball away.
Valenti steps in the front row to hit. Valentic, sorry. And Crookshank into the back row to serve. Crookshank wearing the red jersey this evening, Steve, designating the libero. You want to explain to our folks at home what that means?
The libero is a defensive and passing specialist position. They're able to go in and out of the backcourt at will. They don't count as a substitution, and they have the freedom to move in and out as needed. So Ashley can use the libero in a situation where they need some passing support.
Indians still down by 2. Set number 1. Tassone makes a diving save. That's to Blonde. That's a double contact. Looks like the referee was helped out a little bit by the head coach from Upper St. Clair.
It did seem a little bit like that, but I think they both just kind of saw it at the same time.
Tassone has it. Herpy. Valentic gets the kill.
It's really amazing how effective a middle attack can be. I mean, if you're really looking to be a strong contender in Whippeals, you have to have a good passing game in order to run those middles. You need to run the middles to the point that they stop it, and then you start pushing the ball to the outside. That's how you win volleyball games.
Plaskina serving right down the line. Back set. Dink short and down into the donut portion of the court for the kill. Nobody touches it on the Peters side.
Yeah, it was just wide open. Everybody was on their heels waiting for that big, strong hit, and Upper St. Clair just dumped it over into the donut section, which is the middle of the court, where there's just an opening, and nobody was there to pick it up, so they get the point.
We're late into set number 1. Scores 21-18. Panthers lead. Crookshank, Plaskina, Valentic picked up by the Panthers. Outside set. Around the block, picked up by Blonde. Plaskina. Back to Blonde. Blonde goes deep with it. Panthers have it. Into the block and down for the kill.
Just didn't get enough contact on that block. They had it covered. They had it blocked. They just muscled the ball through the block, and there wasn't anybody there because everybody was back looking for that big hit.
Short serve. Crookshank has it. Plaskina. That's a 31, and that ball is down for the kill.
See, again, that's kind of the example. If you move your middle around, you start shooting some 31s, you run up tight to the setter for a 51, which should be right over top of the setter's head. Those are the
That's
things
an
that
overpass.
make things happen.
Valentic grabs it, pushes it down, but looks like she was in the net, Steve.
Yeah, they called net violation.
Panthers lead 23-19. 2 more points and they'll win this first set. Crookshank has it. Willott. Tassone rolls it deep. Double contact, no call made. And that's a kill. And now the Panthers are looking at set point here in set number 1. Score is 24-19. Jump float down the middle. Crookshank has it. Picked up by the Panthers. Tassone has it. Plaskina. Tassone sets it over short. Outside set. Around the block. Picked up by Crookshank. Plaskina makes a diving save, and Tassone sends it over on 3. Another outside set off the block, picked up by Tassone. Plaskina back to Tassone, and Tassone rolls it deep. The Indians lose the first set, 25-19. Steve, your thoughts about...
To get started, so they started with an 8-point deficit, and it's really hard to overcome that. They fought back, but it just wasn't enough this time. We'll see what the second set brings.
And we'll be right back in a moment for the start of the second set. And we're back at the start of set number 2. The Indians lost the first set 25-19, looking to make a comeback here in set number 2. Indians start off slow in set number 1. Let's see if they can pull it back in. And there's the first kill by Plaskina, hitting lefty as the setter dumps it over on 2, gets that point.
That's one of the sneaky things that Peters Township will do is they'll put both their setters on in the beginning for the first serve, and Plaskina can set or Herpy can set, depending on how Ashley Green wants to play it. In that particular case, they used it to dump to get that point.
Double contact called on the Panthers. Indians lead 2-0, set number 2, early in set number 2. Plaskina continues to serve. Outside set. Into the block of Valentic and Willott.
That was just a textbook block. At some levels, I wish we had instant replay so you could actually see that again. Because they came up, Valentic sealed the block really well, reached over, turned the block as the ball was being hit, and just kept it in play.
Plaskina again. Trouble on the upper St. Clair side. Goes around the block. Plaskina, Willott, and Willott rolls it into the net. First point, set number 2 for the Panthers.
That was just a missed fan roll shot. Willott was trying to put the ball over top of the block into the open spot between the backcourt player and the block, trying to get the point. She just didn't have enough juice on the ball.
Short serve. Tassone picks it up. Plaskina back to Tassone. Goes down the line. That ball's right on the line for the kill for Tassone.
That is the big thing. When you're hitting, you always want to try to hit line because at the high school level, they always block angle.
Block angle, hit line. That's what my coach always told me. Did I say that right? Block angle. Yeah, block angle, hit line.
Yeah, block angle, hit line. And the other value to that, too, when you're blocking angle is you take a lot of the court away as you're reaching your hands over the ball or over the net. So you're taking kind of a positional blocking approach where you're taking court away, forcing the hitters to hit to where the backcourt players should be standing.
Indians lead by 2, set number 2. Short serve, Blonde. And that's an ace for the Panthers.
Number 1 rule in passing, move your feet. You always have to be moving your feet.
Seems to be the case with any sport. Move your feet. That's what the coaches will teach you. Willott goes off the top of the block. There's a pancake save by Upper St. Clair. That's rolled short. Tassone. Plaskina. Valente gets the kill.
Just put that away. That was a really good pancake by the Upper St. Clair player. And that is legal in volleyball. Pancake is when the player actually puts her hand on the ground and protects the ground from the ball so that the contact is on the hand and not on the floor, and that is a legal play in volleyball.
Gates with the deep serve, picked up by Keene. That goes high. Willott sends it over on 2. Outside set off the block. Blonde tries to save it. That ball drops down for the kill. Short serve into the net. The Indians get it right back. They lead by 2. Herpy back to serve. Keene stepped in the front row to hit. Trouble on the Panthers side. That's picked up by Tassone. Herpy has it. Back to Tassone, who rolls it short. That's short to Blonde. Herpy. Jakovic goes cross court with it. Picked up by the Panthers. That's picked up by the Indians. Free ball coming over. Herpy sends it short. That ball goes backwards. Free ball coming over. That's to Blonde. To Herpy. Back to Blonde. Blonde dinks it cross court. Picked up by the Panthers. And that's a double contact on the Panthers.
Definitely a needed point by the Indians there. They need to start to try to stretch and push to get more points in order to win this set.
That was a war of attrition, I think.
I agree.
And that ball's rolled deep and out of bounds. Another point for the Indians. They lead by 4, set number 2.
It's another one when you sit there for the people who are watching on TV learn a little bit about volleyball. Those passes, you always want to have them up closer to the net. Whenever it's back like it is right now, that's called being out of system, because you can't run any kind of play and you're really just scrambling to get the ball over to the other side to reposition.
Blonde goes down the line for that kill. And there's a timeout called by the Panthers here in set number 1. The Indians lead by 5 in set number 2. We'll be right back. And we're back from the first timeout called by Victor Murray for the head coach for the Panthers. That ball goes backwards. Free ball coming over to the Indian side. That's Tassone. Herpy tracks it down. Blonde goes deep with it, and that's out of bounds by about 6 inches. The Indians were out of system on that free ball, unable to control it.
That whole volley series was out of system. The serve, Upper St. Clair couldn't pass it. They ended up just having a free ball, pass the ball over to the Indians. The Indians weren't able to handle the free ball, and then that's why they lost the point.
Yates has it to Herpy, to Keene, who gets the kill, hitting out of the middle.
That's a way to come back. Keene has really just picked up her game throughout the season. It's been a pleasure to kind of watch her play. She's getting better and better with every game.
Blonde serving, Indians up by 5. That's picked up by Yates. Ball goes back over to the Panthers side. Off the block, Blonde has it. Herpy sends it over on 2, and Herpy gets the kill on a surprise second hit.
It's very good play. They're playing really well right now.
Indians up by 6. It's an overpass, Keene. Another overpass to Tassone. Every time the Panthers are able to pick it up. Herpy outside set to Tassone. Tassone rolls it out of bounds. Panthers get the ball back.
Sometimes those finesse shots can be really difficult. You know, you're trying to put the ball in a specific spot, and you always run the risk of fanning the ball or not hitting it hard enough to get it onto the other side of the court. And I think that's one of the more difficult plays in volleyball is that touch shot.
Indians lead by 5. Nice pass by Yates to Herpy. Jakovic hitting out of the middle. Jakovic is blocked. Another point for the Panthers. The Indians still lead by 4. Almost halfway through set number 2.
I think that's the first time this year that I've seen Jakovic come in for that quick set and get blocked. Usually that's pretty effective for them.
Deep serve. Blonde. Herpy. Tassone has to roll it. Around the block, picked up by Yates. That's an overpass. That's into the block of Keene, and that's out of bounds. Nice play by the Indians.
Keene just had that ball smothered to rights. It's really funny, too, because every time the middles do something really good, they sub out. So Keene's now out, Valentik's in. Valentik will do a really good job. And you watch, she's going to make some big play, and then she's going to rotate out because she's up.
Perfect pass by the Panthers. Back set around the block and right down the line for the kill. Indians still lead 12-8, set number 2. Tassone has it. Perfect pass. Valentik sends it right at the Upper St. Clair player and gets the kill.
That was a really smart play. She realized she was going to be blocked. The ball was set just a little bit low, and she had the presence of mind to just reach out and kind of push it and swipe it past the block, and that's why they were able to get that point.
The Indians' lead is back up to 5. We're just halfway through set number 2. Short serve by Pluskina. That's to Blonde. Pluskina. Tassone into the block and down back onto the Indians' side.
I don't think that ball was blocked. I think it just hit the
I think
tape.
it hit the tape.
Yeah.
Yep, 4 hits. Would have been 4 hits if the Indians hit it again. Crookshank diving save. Pluskina. Tassone goes down the line, picked up by the Panthers. Free ball coming over. There's Blonde. Pluskina picked up by the Panthers. An overpass. Tassone. Pluskina Back to Tassone, who has to bump it over. That's Dink. Crookshank makes the save. Blonde hitting out of the back row, gets the kill.
That was a smart play. It was good presence of mind for Crookshank to be where she was, so she was able to pick that ball up. That's the main reason they were able to keep that play alive.
Trouble on the Panthers side. Nice big kill picked up by Crookshank. Pluskina. Tassone sends it over. That's short. Blonde has it. Pluskina. Willott off the top of the block, picked up by the Panthers. Around the block and down for the kill.
So close.
Indians lead by 4, set number 2. Blonde has it. Perfect pass to Pluskina. Back to Blonde. Blonde goes around the block, gets the kill.
A big solid hit. That ball was right on the line. The Upper St. Clair coach was not happy. He thought that ball was out.
Yates steps in to serve. Keene into the front row to hit. Deep serve by Yates. Trouble on the Panthers side. And that ball hits the back wall. I think it hit the girls' soccer section champion banner, Steve.
Yes, it did. It hit 2017 when the soccer team actually won section champs.
Outside set. That's Dink short. Blonde has it. Pluskina. Back set to Willott, who goes cross court with it to the wide open corner. Spot number 1 on the court. Indians lead by 7 now. Set number 2. There's a timeout called by Upper St. Clair. We'll be right back. And we're back from the first timeout called by Upper St. Clair. Indians lead by 7. Middle set. And that looked like a throw on that hit, but it's a judgment call. We'll give them that one.
Yeah, it was just a swipe. Just kind of swiped that ball across, trying to play it off the hands.
Jump float down the middle. Tassone, perfect pass. And Blonde gets the cross-court kill. There goes Blonde again, as we call her the Terminator.
Yep, she just crushes the ball. She moves the ball. She has real good court presence and puts the ball wherever the other team isn't, so that she makes it difficult for them to keep it in play.
Herpy back to serve. Jakovic into the front row to hit. Deep serve by Herpy. Trouble on Upper St. Clair's side. That's down the line. Yates has it. Back to Blonde. Blonde goes down the line with it. Picked up by the Panthers. It's in the block and into the net, unfortunately. And then back down onto the Indians side. Indians lead by 6. Set number 2. We're late into set number 2 now.
Right now, the Indians just need to make a good pass, get the side out, and start blocking for points.
Down the line to Tassone. Herpy tracks it down. Blonde goes down the line with it. And that ball's hit into the bottom of the net by Upper St. Clair. Point for the Indians.
That'll work. The key to this right now is the Indians aren't making a lot of errors on their own. The Panthers are really struggling. I mean, they're making a lot of unforced errors. They're playing the ball out of system, and that's why the Indians are ahead right now.
Outside set, questionable call. And that violation called on the Indians. Questionable call on the set. No call on that double contact on the set. But it didn't matter anyway, I guess. The Indians in the net.
I believe the down ref said it was 21. Kyle Keene was in the net. You didn't even see the net move. I mean, she had to brush it.
Yates has it. Perfect pass to Herpy. Tassone gets the kill.
It's a good spot, good position, good passing all the way around. That's why they got that point.
Nice serve by Crookshank. Back set. Around the block. Picked up by Blonde. To Herpy. And that's a double contact on the back set attempt by Herpy. That was the right call.
Yeah, that clearly was a double contact. You could see that ball just spinning.
Short serve down the middle. Herpy has it. Jakovic goes off the block. Picked up by Valentic. To Herpy again. Tassone goes off the block. Free ball coming over. Blonde has a perfect pass. And Valentic gets the kill off the block. The Indians were the first team to 20 in this set, Steve. Gives them a good chance of winning.
20 is kind of a mile marker in sets. Usually the first person who gets to 20 is the person who's going to win. You make the assumption if everybody is 50-50 shot at getting the point, when you're at 20, you got a better chance than anybody else. And the further the ball is, or the further the points are for the other team, the better odds you have of actually winning.
Free ball for the Indians. Middle set, Valentic, and the big kill by Valentic. Assist by Plaskina.
She just put that ball down with authority. Said, not in my house.
Plaskina continues to serve. Indians lead 22-14. Set number 2. Trouble on Upper St. Clair's side. And that ball sails out of bounds. Plaskina again. Outside set. Off the block. Back onto the Panthers side. Back set. Free ball coming over. And that's saved by the Indians. Valentic sends it over on 3. Middle set. Valentic goes up, grabs that ball, throws it back down.
Valentic just owned that. She saw where the ball was going to be. She jumped up. She just smothered it and then pushed it away.
Indians lead 24-14. Set point for the Indians. That's off the backboard. Free ball. Let's see if the Indians can use it. Crookshank. Perfect pass to Plaskina. To Tassone. Tassone gets the final kill in set number 2. 25-14. The Indians win. Steve, comments about this one.
The Indians were settled down. They were passing the ball well. They minimized any of the unforced errors so that they forced Upper St. Clair to actually get points as opposed to just giving them away. And that's why they were successful in winning this set. We're looking forward to the third set.
Yep, the Indians look like the team we know. Let's see if they can continue the momentum into that third set. We'll be right back for that start of the third set. After that ball goes over the end. First point to the Panthers in this third set. The Indians lost the first set 25-19, came back in a fabulous fashion and won the second set 25-14. Looking to retain that lead or keep that lead, keep that momentum going into this third set. Valentic gets the kill. Set was a little low there.
It was low and it was by the 10-foot line, but it worked.
Plaskina with the ball. Jump float right down the line. Picked up by the Panthers. Outside set. Questionable double contact possibility on that set. No call made. Middle set. Dinked right to Watt off the block. That's to Blonde. Plaskina. Valentic into the block and down for the kill.
She just powered that ball between the two blockers, put it down for the point.
Indians get the lead. Set number 3, 2-1. Plaskina serving. Nice jump float. That ball just dropped. That's rolled right off the hands of Valentic and down for the kill.
That was one of those instances where Valentic was up too early. She had her hand, she was on her way down as that ball was being hit. So as a result, she had to take her hands that were over the net and bring them back so she didn't touch the net. And that's why they were able to get that point.
2 apiece, set number 3. Blonde has it. Plaskina. And Will Lott gets the kill.
That was a good hit, good kill. set did have a little bit of rotation on it. I'm actually surprised the ref didn't call double contact on that.
Thought about that almost. It's I think he's being a little looser right now on both sides.
Well, he is calling them fairly. I mean, you're seeing Upper St. Clair having a few sets like that too. So he's being fair all the way around.
That ball was almost a souvenir for one of the fans there.
If it had made it up here, I was keeping it.
3-3, set number 3. Crookshank has it. Poskina. Blonde rolls it deep. Casone has it. It's an overpass. Outside set. Off the block and down on the Indian side for the kill. Poskina has it to Blonde. Blonde off the tape and down for the kill.
She was just using the equipment right there. She hit the ball, bounced it off the net. That shifted it up for the Panthers. They weren't able to get to it.
Yates back to serve. Keen into the front row to hit. Overpass and back down onto the Panthers side.
Just keep plugging along. This is the rotation where we were able in the first set to really crank some points out. We'll see if we can do that in the third set here.
Yates again. Nice pass by the Panthers. Outside set. Around the block. Yates has it. Hits the ceiling. Blonde tries to hand set it off the ceiling. That ball is coming down with a little too much velocity for that.
It might have been better to try to just pass that ball. But I think she was trying to make something happen, and it was over her head and almost made it work.
Yates has it. Blonde saves it. Tassone sends it over on 3 right down the middle. Outside set. Around the block. Yates has it. Poskina tracks it down. Willott sends it over. That thing's short, and that ball's down.
Those are some of the toughest ones to play as a backcourt player, to try to get in there and be ready for that strong, hard hit. And when it's just a little dump, you got to make sure you're playing on your toes.
Tassone, Poskina, and Keene sends it over. And there's a violation on Upper St. Clair.
That's what we were talking about earlier, that when that ball comes out, you have to let the setter have an opportunity to set the ball. If you're blocking and you reach over and you try to block that set, that's illegal in volleyball, and you're not able to do that.
Herpy with the serve right down the line. Outside set off the block. Herpy has it. Yates. Tassone sends it over on 3 down the line. Nice placement by Tassone. Around the block. Yates has it. Herpy tracks it down. And Blonde off the block and out of bounds.
Upper St. Clair is not happy about that.
Like you said, the ref is being extremely fair with that, with the setting. Herpy down the line again. That ball goes backwards. Trouble on the Panthers side. That ball has to come over. Free ball right down the middle. Yates has it. Herpy. Jakovic off the top of the block, picked up by the Panthers. Another free ball for the Indians. Let's see if they can do something with it. Yates has it. Herpy to Blonde. Big booming kill by Celine Blonde.
Big solid hit. That was huge. If you watched everybody run around, there was good play by everybody on the team.
That was a nice timing play by the Indians. Looks like they had a 1 coming in the middle, and then Blonde hitting a 32 just outside the middle attack.
It was all quick, though. I mean, I don't think there was an outlet. I guess the outlet had to be a pipe or the middle backcourt attack, because everybody was moving quick.
Indians lead by 2, set number 3. Herpy continues to serve. Down the middle. Trouble on the Panthers side. Free ball coming over. Keene saves it. Jakovic sends it over on 3 and gets the kill. Nice out-of-system play by the Indians there. Indians lead by 3. Set number 3. First timeout called by Upper St. Clair in this set. We'll be right back. And we're back from the first timeout called by the Panthers. Indians lead by 3. Herpy continues to serve. Off the top of the block, picked up by Tassone. Herpy has it. Keene dinks it short. Picked up by the Panthers. And that ball just off the fingertips of Herpy and down for the kill. That's down the line by Blonde. There's a double contact there. Outside set to Blonde. Around the block, picked up by the Panthers. Right down the middle, Tassone has it. And Blonde tries to send it over. That goes into the net. Point for the Panthers.
Those are some of the toughest balls to play when they're coming at the net like that. You got some velocity. You're trying to get the ball up, but a lot of times it's not a real high percentage shot there.
Indians lead by 1, set number 3. Jakovic has it. Jakovic off the tape and down for the kill.
Yeah, Jakovic's a sophomore, but I tell you what, she just has so much experience and court presence. If you watch her play, she may not hit the ball the hardest on the team, but she hits the ball in the right spot. She minimizes mistakes. You just don't see a lot of errors out of her.
And that ball never clears the net. The Indians lead by 3 again, set number 3, 11-8. Blonde continues to serve. Short serve by Blonde, picked up by the Panthers. Back set, dink short, picked up by Yates. Herpy sends it over on 2, and Herpy gets the kill.
It was a smart play. She saw the opening on the other side, and she just played to it and was able to keep it in play, and that was a point.
Blonde serving again. And there's a double contact called on the Panthers. The Indians lead 13-8. Set number 3. Deep serve by Blonde. Outside set. Around the block, picked up by Blonde. Herpy. To Tassone. And Tassone gets the kill right off the block and down. Indians lead 14-8.
Right now, everything is going the Indians' way. The balls are just bouncing the right way. It's kind of like in golf. When you hit it into the tree and the ball comes out and you end up on the fairway. They're getting the members bounce for everything.
Unforced error on the Panthers' side. Looks like they're going to substitute. And try to stop the Indians' momentum.
If you don't want to use a timeout, one of the good things you can do is run a substitution. It slows the play down.
Blonde has it. That ball goes backwards. Free ball coming over. Blonde, perfect pass to Herpy, to Keene. Keene almost gets that kill. And that's right off the hands of Tassone and out of bounds. Indians lead 15-9. And there's an ace for the Panthers. They needed that one.
Right now, they just need to get a nice solid pass, be able to run their offense, and get back on the attack with the serve.
Perfect pass by Blonde. Out to Tassone. Off the block. Picked up by Herpy. To Yates. Tassone. Picked up by Keene. Blonde into the net.
You can actually feel the momentum shifting now from Peters Township over to Upper St. Clair. They need to settle this down right now.
And that's another ace for the Panthers. Indians still lead by 3. Set number 3 scores 15-12. Blonde, perfect pass to Herpy. Jakovic into the block, picked up by Keene. Blonde has it. Tassone sends it over on 3. Trouble on the Panthers side. There's Tassone to Herpy. To Keene, rolls it deep. Outside set into the block of Keene and Jakovic. That's rolled short to Herpy. To Yates. Tassone rolls across court. Picked up by the Panthers. Trouble on the Panthers side. And that's out of bounds by inches.
That was really, really close. But they needed that. That was a good opportunity. You've got Crookshank coming in to serve. Valentik's now in the middle. We'll see if we can make something happen.
Yeah, Steve, you and I are sitting on that, right on that end line. We saw that one out by, if an inch, it was probably a lot.
It was as close as you could have come without having it be in.
And there's a kill by Valentik.
She doesn't have to hit them hard. She just has to hit them where they're not. She saw that opening, and she just took it.
Indians lead by 5, set number 3. Crookshank continues to serve. Outside set into the block of Valentik and Jakovic. Unfortunately, that ball down on the Indian side.
In that particular case, I think Valentik's hands were actually beyond the ball, and the ball ended up underneath, hitting her in the forearms and rolling down the body and in, because she had a lot of penetration.
And that's a service error on the Panthers. Point for the Indians. They lead by 5, set number 3, 18-13. We're more than halfway into set number 3. Pluskina steps in to serve and set. Willard into the front row to hit. Short jump serve by Pluskina. Back set into the block of Valentik and Tassone. And there's the second and final timeout called by Upper St. Clair here in set number 3. The Indians lead 19-13. We'll be right back. And we're back. Second and final timeout called by Upper St. Clair. Peters Township still has both of their timeouts left. They lead by 6, set number 3. Double contact on the set. Saved by Crookshank, saved by Valentik. And that ball goes over on 3. And that's almost saved by Blonde. I'm waiting for one of the refs to give the Upper St. Clair coach a red card or even a yellow card, Steve.
Well, he's definitely commenting a lot, but in that particular case, he was complaining that Valentik, when she dove, was underneath the net, and in fact, she really was. Her knee was all the way over on the other side. She was underneath, and they didn't call it.
There's a net violation on Upper St. Clair. No call made. Crookshank has it, and that ball hits the girder, metal girder. Those things, they always seem to get in the way. They jump out at you.
When the ball's high, they seem to grab them.
Indians lead by 4, 19-15, set number 3. Crookshank, perfect pass to Pluskina. Tassone digs it down the line. That's an overpass. Valentik has it. That's picked up by the Panthers. Free ball coming over. Blonde has it. Pluskina. Tassone. And that ball is out of bounds. Overruled by the first referee.
That ball was out of bounds. The line judge just missed it.
Indians lead by 3, set number 3. Short serve, Blonde has it. Perfect pass, Pluskina, Valentik. Picked up by the Panthers. Unfortunately, that ball drops back down onto their side. Again, the Indians the first 1 to 20 points in this set, Steve.
The odds are definitely in their favor. Like Hunger Games.
And that's hit cross court. I think we're
keeping
keeping that
ball.
one.
Oh, I threw it back.
Indians lead 3 still in set number 3, 2017. Tassone, Poskina, the blonde who rolls it short and gets the kill. That's a smart play by the senior Celine Blonde.
That was nice. She's been pounding the ball. And what that does for Upper St. Clair is it makes them start playing on their heels, getting ready for that big solid attack, and then she just rolls it gently over top of the block.
Yates back to serve, 21-17. Outside set, around the block. Yates has it. That goes over. That's picked up by Willott. Poskina. There was no spin on that ball, Steve. I'm not sure what he called there.
The ball didn't come off, but it
Didn't come off cleanly. Maybe he should have called a catch, not a double contact.
Yeah,
then.
it came off of her. It came off of her hands.
Looks like she may have
Weird.
caught it with one of her hands. Let's see if he's consistent with both sides. Indians lead by 3, set number 3. Yates has it. Poskina to Blonde. And Blonde over the block but out of bounds. Indians lead by 2 now, 21-19.
Just not enough rotation on that ball to keep it in play.
Tassone has it. Poskina tracks it down. Blonde sends it over on 3. Outside set. Around the block. Yates has it. Poskina sends it over on 1. Or on 2 and gets the kill. Smart move by Emmy Poskina.
She just pushed that ball right over top of the backcourt player because she was cheating up a little bit. Put it right in the right spot.
Herpy steps in to serve and set. Jakovic into the front row to hit. Deep serve by Herpy, picked up nicely by the Panthers. Outside set. Around the block, Yates has it. Herpy tracks it down. Tassone sends it over on 3. Back set. Around the block and down for the kill.
Panthers are clawing their way back into this thing.
Indians lead 22-20. Set number 3. We're deep into the third set. Deep serve, Yates. Perfect pass. Herpy sends it over on 2, and Herpy gets the kill.
Biggest reason that's working is because the Indians are just hitting the ball really hard tonight. So everybody's playing back, waiting for that big hit.
Blonde with the serve. Outside set. Questionable contact on that set. No call made. Indians lead by 2 still, 23-21. 2 more points. The Indians win this set, and we'll go right into the 4th set. Yates has it. Tassone has it. Blonde sends it over on 3, sends it short, picked up by the Panthers. Outside set. Around the block and down for the kill. Indians lead is down to 1 now, 23-22.
It was close. This is where the rubber meets the road. How bad do you want it? It's anybody's ball game.
And, yeah, you were saying a little nervousness there, I guess. A little too much adrenaline on the Panthers' side. That ball sails out of bounds.
Yep, so right now all they need to do is get a good serve. And the front 3 need to make something happen by blocking.
Crookshank back to serve. Indians are at set point in set number 3, 24-22. Crookshank has it. Tassone off the block and down for the kill. Indians win set number 3, 25-22. 22. Steve, wrap-up comments for this one.
I would just say that was an excellent play. All the way through, they played very well. They passed. They minimized any of the mistakes that they could have made. When their back was up against the wall toward the end, they were able to just muscle through it and do what they needed to do to win this set.
The Indians looking to set the start of set number 4. If they win set number 4, they will finish out the match here at home and hopefully will win out the rest of the season, get into the playoffs. We'll be right back for the start of set number 4. And we're back at the start of set number 4. The Indians lead the match 2-1. Looking to close out the match in this 4th set. And Tassone gets the first kill in this set. Right off the head coach, Victor Marai for Upper St. Clair, and out of bounds. Got to pay attention there. Poskina serving. Outside set into the block and just powered through that block.
Yeah, the Upper St. Clair attacker, she just pushed that ball right through the block. The block was there in great shape, just out-muscled.
Right down the line, Blonde, perfect pass, Poskina, Valentic, triple block on Upper St. Clair's side. Willott sends it deep and gets the kill. Nice, easy set across the net by Willott. That's all you need, Steve.
That's the key. You need to get the sets to where the hitters can hit and let them do their thing.
Tassone serving. Double contact, and that call's made by our first referee this evening.
Just had a lot of side spin on it. The ball was just spinning around almost like earth moves around.
Back set. Around the block, picked up by Crookshank. Poskina. Tassone down the middle. Tassone's blocked. Indians lead 3-2 early here in set number 4. Again, the Indians won first set 25-19. Came back to win the second set 25-14. Won the third set 25-22. Crookshank has it. Valentic blocked. Saved by Poskina. No, that ball goes back into the bench and out of bounds.
Just bounced off of her right arm, and instead of coming back into play, it just kind of moved to the right.
All tied 3 apiece. Set number 4. Blonde goes cross court with it. Outside set. Picked up by Crookshank. That's an overpass. Crookshank, Tassone. Valentic sends it over. Valentic gets the bump. Kill.
That girl can get a kill by hitting it hard. She can get it by dumping it. She can get it behind her back.
Yates back to serve. Indians 4-3, set number 4. Backs that over the block and off the hands of Tassone and out of bounds. The Indians are currently sitting at 5th place in the section. Baldwin's first, Oakland Catholic, Bethel Park, Cannon Mac, and then the Indians. So the Indians need to win this match tonight and then win the rest of their season. And then hopefully Cannon Mac loses one of their matches, and that'll put the Indians into the playoffs.
It's a good spot, nice touch shot.
Herpy steps in to serve and set. Jakovic into the front row to hit. And that's a double contact called on the Upper St. Clair setter. Ball spinning a little sideways there, designating that it was probably not a clean set. Short serve by Herpy. And there's another double contact on Upper St. Clair. That ball is spinning all sorts of ways.
Yeah,
Looks like we have a substitution coming in for Upper St. Clair.
one of the things you see too is when you start getting a lot of those calls and the ref calls it actually takes the momentum away from you and actually kind of brings you down, and you could possibly see a lot more points being picked up now.
That was a tough sub on Upper St. Clair's side. They subbed for the setter. So for the setter to come in with cold hands and be able to set, that's a tough ask. It looks like she stepped right in. That was number 13 on the Panther side.
We'll see how she does.
Indians lead by 2, set number 4. Jump float down the middle, picked up by the Indians. Herpy back set, Blonde dinks it and gets the kill.
Number one rule we were always told when you're blocking, if the ball gets dumped like that, never reach back, because you're going to have a backcourt player there their job is to pick that ball up. If you reach back, you get in the way.
Blonde saves it, and Tassone sends it over on 3. Blonde is everywhere tonight. Off the block, Blonde picks it up. Herpy sends it over on 2.
Another
Herpy almost gets the kill. That ball is called, does get the kill. That ball is called down. There's a timeout call by Upper St. Clair. Indians lead by 4, set number 4. We'll be right back. And we're back from the first timeout call by Upper St. Clair here in set number 4. Indians lead by 4. Double contact, no call made by the first referee. He let that one go. Indians lead by 3, set number 4. Off the tape, picked up by Tassone. Herpy has it. Back to Tassone. Tassone gets the kill right around the block.
Puts that right away.
Valentic steps in. Crookshank back to serve. Indians lead is back up to 4. Deep serve by Crookshank. Middle set off the block and down on the, we'll call it the 6-inch line.
Yeah, it was almost like a half-hearted block. She went up, she didn't really penetrate, she didn't reach over, try to smother that ball. She just kind of put her hands up there to kind of get in the way.
And that ball was going out of bounds. Unfortunately, Tassone touched it just off her fingertips and out of bounds.
That's a key to communication. You got to be able to tell your teammate who's going to be passing that ball, is it in or is it out? You need to listen.
And the Indians get it right back, 11-8.
St. Clair was trying to be aggressive with their serves. That's why you were seeing a lot harder serves. They're trying to make something happen, trying to generate some momentum and get some points, make it tougher for the Indians to run their offense, which they've been doing a pretty good job of since the first set.
Pluskina back to serve. Right down the middle, picked up by the Panthers. Outside set. Around the block, picked up by Blonde. Unfortunately, one of those girders got in the way again.
Well, when a ball's hit that hard, if you don't take a lot of heat off, you're gonna take it up in girder land up there, and you're definitely gonna play a little pinball.
Indians lead is down to 2, 11-9, set number 4. Deep serve, that almost hits the back wall there. Tassone serving. Trouble on the Panthers side. Free ball coming over. And that ball is called, waiting for the line judge. That ball is called in. Indians lead by 2. Blonde has it. Pluskina. to Valentic. Valentic pushes it over. Outside set. Crookshank has it. Pluskina to Sohn down the middle. Picked up by the Panthers. That's tight. And that is in the court. And Blonde rolls it short, gets the kill.
That's what they needed to happen right now. They need to reset and start pounding some points out.
Yates serving. Picked up by Yates. Pluskina and Blonde, another kill for the Terminator.
Big solid hit. She's probably hitting 750 tonight.
Absolutely. Again, showing her senior leadership on the court. Outside set, and that ball is 4 hits on Upper St. Clair. And there's the second and final timeout called by Upper St. Clair. Still early in this 4th set. The Indians lead 15-10. We'll be right back. And we're back. Second and final timeout called by the Panthers here in set number 4. Indians lead by 5. And that's a double contact on Upper St. Clair. Another double contact. They've had numerous setting errors during this match. Yates right down the middle. Could have been called a double contact on that set. Blonde goes cross court. Again, terminates the play, gets the kill, gets the point.
Yeah, the Panthers, they look like the Keystone Cops out there. They're running around. It's like they didn't know what position they needed to be in. The front court was just in dishevel. She had 2 people over on the weak side. Nobody was over her power.
Double contact called on that set. And we have a substitution for the setters again. Yates serving. 18-10 is the score. Set number 4. Indians lead. Back set around the block, and that's down into the middle of the court.
That was a good, smart role play.
Keene sends it over. Blonde sends it over on 1. To Sohn. Pluskina saves it. Yates sends it over on 3. Pluskina has it. Yates has it. Blonde rolls it short and gets the kill with the Panthers standing around in that campfire defense that we love so much.
Gotta love the campfire defense. You can actually see that they're just emotionally wrecked on the St. Clair side. There's no movement. Everybody's just kind of standing there like it's almost like they're just taking a beating.
And there's an ace for Peters Township. They lead 20-11, set number 4. Looks like they'll be able to finish out this match by winning this set. Special thanks to Hannah and Jordan for providing audio and video expertise this evening. Make sure you check out the PCTC7 website, Channel 7 here in Peters. Also, make sure you check out the YouTube channel now, where all the home games are posted for all eternity, Steve.
Yes, and that's a mighty long time.
And there's a nice kill for the Panthers out of the left side. Also, thanks to the Abbey players for singing the national anthem this evening, right before the match. Thanks to Sarah Campbell for providing the interview before tonight's match. Sohn has it. Blonde rolls it short, sent over, and that's back down onto the Indians side. Indians still lead by 7, folks. Looks like it's pretty inevitable that the Indians will win this 4th set and win the match.
They need to push through and get the side out here and just keep on chugging along like they have been.
Sohn, Herpy, Blonde picked up by the Panthers. That's sent over on 2. Yates has it. Herpy. Keene sends it over on 3. And there's a net violation called on Upper St. Clair. Another point for the Indians.
Just keep moving along, one bite at a time.
Blonde serving. Blonde goes deep with it. Trouble on the Panthers side. Free ball coming over. Tassone. Herpy. Jakovic goes cross court and gets the kill.
See, that's what I was saying about Jakovic. I mean, she doesn't hit the ball the hardest on the team, but she hits it where nobody is. She gets points. She doesn't make mistakes. It's very rare to see her make a mistake.
And Blonde gets the ace. Actually, a line violation called on Upper St. Clair, crossing that middle line. The Indians lead 23-13. Trouble on the Panthers side. Looks like you're right. They've fallen apart, Steve. And that ball sails out of bounds.
Yep, this one's going to be in the history books, I believe.
24-13. The Indians lead set number 4. One more point to win the set and the match. That's short serve. And that's sent over on 2. Picked up by Yates. Herpy, Tassone, and that goes out of bounds. Upper St. Clair hangs in there for now. All the Indians need is one side out here. Herpy back set. Keene rolls it. Picked up by Upper St. Clair. That comes over on 1. Yates has it. Tassone rolls it short. Picked up by the Panthers again. That's picked up by Blonde. Herpy sends it over on 2. Tracked down by the Panthers. That's rolled short. Blonde. Herpy. Jakovic goes cross court with it. Looks like somebody's in the net there. No call made. That's off the block. Blonde has it. Herpy out to Tassone. Picked up by the Panthers. Free ball. Yates has it. Herpy. Tassone. And saved by the Panthers again. Blonde. Herpy. And Herpy gets the kill. Indians win the 4th set 25-14, and they win the match. Steve, any final comments about the match?
Great match all the way around. They were a little bit slow to get started in the first set, but then the Indians were able to